Dr. Anwar Al-Harbi was speaker as the organizer of this forum, the IT governance and the risk management in the IT sector. Today we are going to have many speakers talking about the risk management, protecting the authorities, the organizations, the establishments, and also the new term which is the governance. Governance is a new terminology perhaps used nowadays in the information technology sectors. So many people would like to know what is going on about the governance in this field. So today our speakers will be from very well-known companies, and they are the people who give a protection and also give the procedures for protecting those organizations, how to do it, technical wise and of course legislative wise. So for this information, some of the good experts in the country are going to talk about how to do such legislations, and the governments for the government and the governance bodies also, how to put the procedures and legislations related to the IT sector in particular.
Hello, good morning. My name is Afnan Chowdhury. I'm coming from Saudi Arabia, originally from UK. We're talking about cybersecurity management model that we have invented in our organization, which has proven to be quite successful, tackling the cybersecurity threats that we're receiving on a daily basis. My speech is on tomorrow in the Day 2 event. I'm the first speaker on Day 2. I welcome all of you to listen to our speech.
We are here in GRC conference, which will highlight on the GRC concerns in the IT business or in IT sector, where the risk management, corporate governance, and compliance will be so essential nowadays for this for the IT.
And we're back, dear viewers, to continue the rest of the episode of Hello Kuwait. With us, we would like to welcome our second guest, Mr. Ahmed Al-Ghubairi, a senior system engineer, Cisco Systems. So we're really happy to have you here.
Hi, my pleasure.
Of course, at the beginning, we would like to ask you, and of course, you tell us more about the Kuwait governance, risk, and compliance forum when it comes into talking or taking place now in Kuwait.
Yes, sure. The GRC forum is an IT forum focusing on IT governance, risk, and compliance, discussing the main framework, best practices, the latest challenges facing the IT industry, and what are the best tools, processes, procedures that can be used by IT users and IT organizations in both private sector and public sector in order to face those challenges,
yes,
and also to enhance the operation and the efficiency of the IT operation in alignment with the organization strategies and the business priorities.
Yes, so of course these kind of forums are really important to have them being shown, of course, or to have them to be held itself. So maybe you could tell the audience more about how important such kind of forums.
Yeah, very good question. Actually, this is the third year for having this forum here in Kuwait, which shows the importance of having such events and such forums in Kuwait here. And actually, this came as a response for the wave of digitization that we are witnessing worldwide in all aspects of life, in public sector, in private sector, even in the personal end user services. Everything now is going towards digitization.
Yes.
And electronic services. All of us hear about e-gov, electronic services, and actually even the simple user is now using digitized services in his daily life. Now, if you want to order any delivery for home,
Yes.
you have mobile apps for that.
Yes.
If you want to check for the residency duration or for traffic fines, you can do this online now.
Yes.
So all the services that we used to have them traditional ways in the past, all of them now are moving to the e-space, the electronic world. So this gives an endless potential
Yes.
for governments and for private sector to deliver numerous services that are in the digital world.
Yes.
But on the same time, this implies big impact on the complexity that results to applying those services. Because now everything is going virtual. We have all the data electronic now, and we are moving to the electronic services. So we need to have very strong governance, very strong policies to ensure that this organization is delivering the required service in an efficient way and in cost-effective way as well, while in the same time I am avoiding having any security risk for hacking of this information, avoid having any data leakage, because when we read now what are on the top mind of the big IT organizations, the data now, data itself is considered one of the most valuable assets
Yes.
in those organizations.
Yes.
So this data needs to be protected in a very efficient and smart way at the same time. And here comes the importance of such forums. To share experience together, we have participants from public sector, we have from different ministries, we have multiple private sector companies, multinational vendors, and of course even there were invitees from outside Kuwait and other countries to share experience together, to share best practices, success stories, what other governments have done in the past to give more efficient e-services, and what can we take from those references in order to elevate the electronic services that we have.
Yes, yes. So also when it comes, Mr. Ahmed, towards the topics that are raised in the forum itself, like are they different from year, like do they vary from year to year, or they're like under one, let's say, a specific topic?
Yeah, the general frame is the same, which is the main objective of the forum is governance and risk and compliance. But of course, the content is totally different. Now, technology changes not year after year, actually it changes day after day.
Yes. Yes.
So from one event to the other, a lot of new challenges are introduced in the market. Let's give a quick example on data hacking and data security, for example.
Yes.
All of us witness what's happening worldwide. All of the countries, all of the companies, they are facing this risk of data hacking. And those hackers, they are, unfortunately, they are very intelligent guys.
Yes.
And they introduce new ways and new tricks every day.
Yes.
That's why we need to cope with them.
Yes.
And we need to be faster than them.
Yes.
And that's why companies like Cisco Systems, as an international vendor with leadership in the IT industry worldwide, we are keen to participate in the GRC forum in order to share our best practices, our latest technologies in terms of the network automation, software-defined network, the security architecture, end-to-end cybersecurity. This will share this experience and will give the tools to different ministries, different governmental entities, and different private sector companies how to use those tools for protecting their most valuable assets, which is data.
Yes. So also, Mr. Ahmed, as you mentioned, since we're living in, let's say, the modern life and modern technologies, everything, and as you said, technology is an important thing. So yes, I do really agree on you that every day, let's say maybe not every day, while we're speaking now, a new technology is being presented and being created itself. So the main, let's say, the main purpose, or the ones who are going to gain throughout this kind of forum, which are going to be, let's say, is it going to be more on the public or the private sectors, or let's say going to be more beneficial from this kind of, let's say, forums?
Yeah, actually it's everyone. because as we said, IT now is touching every single person and every single organization,
Yes.
not only in Kuwait, everywhere. Internet now is accessible everywhere. And this gives a very big potential for increasing the business market in Kuwait, opening new jobs for entrepreneurs. So because this space is open, and the beauty of this space that it doesn't need a very big initial budget for startup. With very simple and very basic investments in the start, it can proceed. The entrepreneurs can start their own startup projects and gain market shares and even extend their service beyond the boundaries of countries. And that's why private sector is one of the main beneficiaries for this event. Public sector definitely is another main beneficiary. Why? Because everyone now is going for the eGov, electronic governance, and in Kuwait, eGov project cut a long shot for delivering services, but still it's a journey, it's a long journey. We did not achieve the optimum services yet. A lot of things needs to be done. And such forums will help a lot in giving the different ministries and the different governmental entities clear guidance on the next steps that they need to take.
Yes. So also when it comes into, let's say, the reflection out of this kind of forum, like what are the results that, let's say, you've been having afterwards, after having these kind of forums itself?
Yeah, it's of course, at the end of the forum, there are a number of suggested recommendations and expected results based on the main themes that are discussed in the forum. So, for example, in this year, there are three main themes that were discussed in the forum. First theme is the governance and risk management. Second theme is auditing and consultancy of information systems. Third theme is security in general and cybersecurity in specific. And this third theme, which is cybersecurity, is a very hot topic. And one of the expected results of the forum is to increase the awareness of the different participating attendees and the ministries on how to build a complete self-aware security solution that can protect the information systems that they are running, that can elevate the level of efficiency for people and procedures in the IT organizations in a way which is efficient and secure in the same time. And this is the hard equation that we always try to reach.
Yes, and of course, as you said, that when it comes to cyber security itself, it's really important because, as you said, hackers are developing, let's say, lots of ways and lots of tricky ways and even complicated ways in order for them to access the kind of system and interrupt everything. So really, I do agree when it comes into that part itself. So also when it comes into, let's say, having some kind of, let's say, foreigners or having, let's say, people from abroad to come here and have these kind of forums, like maybe you can maybe mention, let's say, some of the countries that participated when it comes into having them in this kind of forums itself.
Yeah, and this is very important to share experiences.
Yes.
It's not something that one entity or even one country can do alone.
Yes.
Because trends, security trends and IT trends, they are global everywhere. And as we said, the potential is great, but also the challenge and complexity is big as well.
Yeah.
And without collaborating all together, having the government as a partner, having the private IT vendors like Cisco Systems with strategic partner to the government as well, and sharing the best practice together, sharing the challenges together, and also how to face those challenges and address them again in an efficient and automated way. So automation and security, I would say, the two keywords for a successful electronic solution.
Yes. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Ahmed, for your time and, let's say, for the amount of information that you were giving us. So in this episode, hopefully we'll have you again, inshallah.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank
My
you.
pleasure.
And with that, dear viewers, we're going to head to our last report in this episode, which is going to be about the youth. So hopefully you're going to enjoy watching it, and then we'll be back again.